Let me show you this website here called Shot Deck. And on this website, you can kind of look up movies that you really love the idea for. And this is just creative inspiration. You can match the looks. Let's say I wanted to look for a saturated or a desaturated look. So on Shot Deck, you can kind of just search by either the color, like tones, or you can go by the composition, if it's an interior, exterior, or time of day even. So you can kind of sort through like this. The database is growing, and I would say you might see some repeats in there, but it's really, really interesting how much metadata and how many ideas you get from this. And you can see, what they shot with, film stock, if it was, digital, what the case, what it is they're using to achieve this. But in particular, I did pick a couple, and I picked some that were abstract and kind of annoying on purpose to challenge Diego here. So one that I like here in particular for this kind of thing is City of God. And you can see this kind of like interesting, like pink and orange. And this really like, it's a slightly desaturated look, but kind of looks like pastels. So Shot Deck is just one way, kind of grab your idea and send, hey, I want to take this shot and I want to make it look just kind of like this. So this is my motivation here. Am I achieving this? Maybe not fully, but some flavor of it. Maybe I might get the generic brand, but I don't get the full idea. Wearing both hats is not necessarily, when you're talking to somebody that's just wearing one hat versus the other, that's their full job. And then for me to come in here and say I know what I'm doing in color to Diego can be annoying. So I used Magic Bullet looks just to kind of get this idea. And this is an idea that, I'd like to achieve and maybe even push it harder. And that's why I have Diego. So with this, you can achieve this with just a simple node tree and resolve. Plus, these are looks that are inside of Magic Bullet looks. So if I'm in Magic Bullet looks, it's a quick way to get to an idea, something you might pull from Shot Deck. So with this said, you can shop around and you can kind of see, if you see different ideas that you like, you can collect your own little groups of ideas and then send them back over. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is just pretending that I'm a colorist for the day and then going into the color page and then, making a node or applying a look. So go in there and just kind of go and play around with this shot. So I have, let's say this shot right here. I'm doing Option S and then just kind of do the lift gamma gain, the basics. Bring this down, bring that up, bring this up a little more. And then depending on how crunched I want it, how much darker do I want to emphasize that, and then maybe I want to go blue here in the gamma. Again, me doing this is an idea. I'm not trying to be the colorist. When there is collaboration, true collaboration, that's when you can get in here and you can send your idea over to the colorist. So from here, I've made somewhat of a look. I'll jump back into here. So the methods I would say to just kind of, if I was handing this off, right, handing it off to Diego, I color code the ones that I've tried out and that I think look good. Mind you, I'm saying I think they look good. And these are my ideas. So they're orange, they're on the second track, and I'm just kind of bringing them up there. And that's the idea for like anything within these scenes. These are the different types of scenes. You can actually see it better in the color page. So you'll see that these kind of things are grouped together, like those isolated shots, and then those like wider shots. And then I'm grouping them all together, and I'm just trying ideas. And that's when I would send this with the media. Best thing you can do, go to File, Media Management, and inside of here, you can send your whole timeline. You can transcode and send just the media plus handles, which is a good option. Just choose the right thing to transcode, like a nice ProRes or DNX, something with enough data, 10-bit if you shot 10-bit, and send that over to the colorist.